Hey guys, what's up? It's Monkazaki, and welcome to a new Isaac video. So, I have been doing Lost runs. A lot of Lost runs. In fact, I've done, I don't know, maybe like 15 attempts today. It's been kind of ridiculous. So, I wanted to show the first success that I've had with the Lost after many hours spent attempting the Lost. And one thing that I've found is that I really struggle with avoiding damage in Isaac. Now, there's a lot of people who kind of struggle with it, you know, like it's hard to do an entire run without getting hit, right? I mean, that's probably difficult for just about anyone to do, but like I really struggle with it, probably far more than the average Isaac player. I did have like one of the most powerful runs I've ever had with the Lost, with Dead Cat, with Guppy, with like insane tier damage, and still died on the Satan fight, which was just really unfortunate. This was a much less powerful run that I had just a little bit earlier today that actually succeeded on the Satan fights. So what you're seeing here is I have Mom's Knife and I have Holy Mantle. I do not have Dead Cat, so that's the one thing that probably could have made this run absolutely amazing. But even though that I have Mom's Knife, and you know, you think Mom's Knife, wow, it's great, this is base damage Mom's Knife. This is Mom's Knife without any damage ups other than, I think, meat with an exclamation mark at the end. That's the only other damage up I had in the entire run. And I am Guppy as well, but of course Mom's Knife does not spawn tears, and even the tears that does not spawn flies, and the flies that are spawned are incredibly weak because my damage is so low. So it looks like an absolutely super powerful run if you just look at the items, because you assume Mom's Knife, he's on the dark room, wow, this thing must be tearing stuff apart. It wasn't. This is probably the worst, crappiest damage Mom's Knife I've ever had. So, yeah, I did beat the devil, though, and that was some progress. It's the first thing I've unlocked. Unfortunately, I have yet to unlock anything else with the Lost, and it's probably going to be a long time before I unlock something else. Maybe I could beat, like, the boss rush or the Isaac fight if I get a super lucky run with a ton of really overpowered items. But even though I have had one of those runs already, the run I was talking about earlier, I had a Guppy's run with Dead Cat and really high tier damage, I still lost, so I'm not entirely sure how long it's going to take to unlock the next thing for the Lost. But for now, I have unlocked the item, the Mind, which is pretty good. It's not the greatest thing of all time, but it's pretty good, so I'm glad to get unlocked. I still have to unlock the Body and the Soul to unlock Godhead, so Godhead is one of the better items in the game, and it's one of the last unlockables that you get with the Lost. So that's what I'm going to be working on, I guess. But most of what I do, my strategy for the Lost, is I reset many runs, probably, you know, 50 runs or so until I get one that I actually start. So I just hold down that R button as soon as I start a run, and I wait till I either get Dead Cat, or I wait until I get something really good, like Mom's Knife in an item room. This particular run, I started off with Holy Mantle in an item room, and I just rolled with that. And unfortunately, the rest of the run was not very great, other than getting Guppy, but, you know, Mom's Knife kind of breaks Guppy. Not to say Mom's Knife is bad, it's amazing, but it just doesn't go very well with Guppy. So at this point I was thinking, you know, if I get the Chariot card, I could probably just go to town with my orbitals on the lamb. And, well, I was severely underestimating how much health the lamb had, but I thought, you know, if I just used the knife to poke and I used the orbitals, I could do a lot of damage on the lamb with the Chariot card, because I think it's 12 seconds of invincibility. I believe that's how long the Chariot card lasts for, so that's a lot of time to be poking with that knife and to be using my two orbitals that I have, the Sacrificial Dagger as well as Guardian Angel, which do quite a bit of damage as well. So I was like, you know, maybe that could kill the lamb. So I actually got super lucky here with pathing. It'll take me a while to get through some of these rooms. You know, killing Teratoma, this boss is just terrifying, or this NPC, I should say, this monster, finding it in a room. It's not really a boss at this stage of the game, but this is a terrifying thing to find in a room, because, you know, for maybe a normal run where you have like tears, it's not that big of a deal, but with Mom's Knife, it's hard to hit the little spiders, and if even one of them just touches you, like, the run is over. I do have Guppy's collar, so I have, you know, a chance, a 50-50 chance to respawn, but at the same time, the run is, you know, 50% likely to be over if I get touched by a spider. And I find the boss, like, luckiest pathing of all time. I was like, holy crap, I can't believe that I made a direct beeline for the boss, and I have a Chariot card, 2 orbitals, and Mom's Knife, and I was like, you know what, this is a one run. And unfortunately, I did not get anything good out of my 2 items there that I got at the very end, but I went into the lamb fight, and I'm like, you know what, I got Holy Mantle to pop, and I got a Chariot card, we should be winning this. And that was the thought anyway. But again, I severely underestimated how little damage base damage Mom's Knife does at this stage of the game. It's just really not very strong. And also severely underestimated like how much health the Lamb has. So unfortunately I would not succeed here. That's why I said, you know, earlier, the only thing I've unlocked is the Mind. And as good of an item that is, because I died to the charge there, and I completely forgot the Lamb charge, because admittedly 99% of the time when I fight the Lamb, I just kill him in like a few seconds, because I'm usually incredibly overpowered. If you get this far in the game, you're usually incredibly overpowered. I just teleport out here to give my Holy Mantle a chance to recharge, and, you know, give myself a chance to regroup. So, you know, if it wasn't for that head charge, or if I'd at least known about the Lamb head charge, you know, I might have been able to dodge that, might have been able to succeed that on the first attempt. And I'm gonna give like Isaac's Tears a go here, but again, they don't do very much damage. It's a pretty bad item, although there are a couple of synergies that make Isaac's Tears amazing. Like, it works very well with Chocolate Milk and Death's Touch. If you have those two items together with Isaac's Tears, it's an incredible item, but most of the time it's pretty bad. So anyway, you know, we go into the Lamb fight here again, and I respawn again as Dark Judas, because I have Dark Judas. So I would eventually end up winning this run, just not as the loss, as Dark Judas instead. So I end up with a victory here, and I do end up unlocking the Mind, and I just wanted to show you guys, you know, my first progress with the Lost. I am working on the character. It's one of the more frustrating and annoying things I've ever done. I can't say it's fun at all. It's, you know, really not fun at all, and it's really just something that I think most people want to get over with as soon as possible, and then never ever touch the Lost again. So I'm not really like a huge fan of the character or anything, but I will give it a few more attempts and see how that goes. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. At least I got something unlocked with the Lost, I can say that at least, although it took, like, you know, a really good run to eventually get that. And hopefully I'll eventually get on to a run where I do have Dead Cat, as well as having an incredibly overpowered build, because that's probably what it's going to take for me to beat Isaac. But I'll see you guys next time. Farewell.